Oh, hey guys. I can't really see you guys because the sun is so blinding. Blinded by the light. You know, but I'm soaking in those rays. Anyways, I want to get you updated on my trip to town. It's hard to see, so if you guys are commenting, I can't see. But I'm working on that art piece that's going to be up for sale. Oh, God, it's still in my phone. Fuck off, man. Oh, fuck. Canadian problems, eh? Anyways, I want to get in and work on my art piece. I'm hoping to have it up here soon. But when I had my interaction with the police officer today, I want to tell you how it all kind of went down. So, if you watched my last video, the officer approached me while I was out panhandling, okay? He had went by me in the drive-thru. I was standing right beside him on the snowbank. Anyways, he left, seemed like he was gone. I figured he wasn't far, and he returned. Pulled in front of me on the sidewalk. So, he got out and said, oh, you can't be doing that. And I said, oh, what am I doing? Oh, well, you're soliciting on the street. And I said, well, I'm trying to get money because I ain't got none. And he said, well, you're on private property. And I said, well, I can be on the sidewalk then, right? What's wrong with the snowbank? I said, who owns this snowbank? So I wasn't going to argue with him, so I got on the sidewalk. And so then he had said, oh, is everything okay? You know, your mental health and stuff. I said, oh, my mental health is fine, but I need money. And I'm going to be in a snowbank like this one here next month. So what's the problem? I've seen other people panhandling. And he said, well, you're not allowed to do that. And I said, well, then what are you going to do? What's wrong with this sign? Well, there's nothing wrong with the sign. And I said, okay, well, what are you going to do? Like, take me to jail? And he said, no. And I said, then what's the problem? And he said, well, I just wanted to check and make sure you're all right. And I said, I'm fine. You should probably go get to your next emergency. I said, I've already contacted the OPP, and that was 3 weeks ago, and I haven't heard back. And he said, oh, as long as you're not causing problems. I said, no, I've been standing here, and the sign has explained itself. So anyways, I think that was it. And I had said to him, I said, you know what, I do this for you. I hope that you have a good day. He got in his car, he was sitting in front of me, and I took off my coat. It was unzipped, but I took my coat off right in front of him. And it said, Future Golden Girl, and then my sign said, Gov, like government, screwed me over, need money and gift cards. So, the officer left, pulled into Tim Hortons, and then paramedic had pulled in, but paramedics had went through the drive-through prior to the police officer. So the paramedics had went through, and then a police officer went through. So when the police officer, after talking to me, pulled into the parking lot, oh, hopefully that's somebody letting me know if I'm getting my pension and stuff, you know what I mean? Anyways, where was I going with this? So the officer left, pulled into Tim Hortons. Paramedics pulled in, and I just carried on, you know, I was hitting traffic, going this way, coming in. And you know what? The looks I got and the smiles from people made my day. I didn't get no money, but you know what? I got reactions, and nothing but smiles, and, you know, a man that tried to shake my hand, but the snowbank came between us. An older gentleman, and said, you're really brave. And good for you, and, you know, reached out his hand to me. And I got some smiles and stuff, you know. It was pretty funny. I had my Dumpster Dan hat on, right? So I did that. And then, you know, when the police officer went away, I, like, waved, like, have a good day. When he pulled out of Tim Hortons, I waved, like, have a good one. So, anyways, that was my day. I'm going to hit up a few other places. I got some stuff to do this week. I'm trying to get a doctor's appointment, and you know, after talking to Dr. Virtual, that doctor that didn't see me in person but gave me anxiety pills without seeing me, which was great because I would have really had major withdrawals, and it's been working for me, right? So, but I need that lorazepam, and virtual doctor couldn't give me that, da 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 da. So I phoned the phone number that the pharmacy had given me, and it was this health clinic team. Well, they couldn't do my special diet form, you know, that my ODSP worker wants now the day after I canceled my family doctor. So only the family doctors can fill out the, or doctors, right, fill out these special diet forms. And so that's no good. Maybe a nurse practitioner, but I'd have to pay her. I said, well, I don't have no money, honey, like, you know. So, anyways, they gave me a couple of options to call. So, I don't know. I have to call this, I don't know, this, like, provincial hotline, I guess, and see what they have to say. I may not get this lorazepam because maybe I do need a family doctor. And you know what? Whatever happens of this, I've wrote it in my email to Doug Ford and everybody in that email. I sent out another email to everybody. I've told you, Doug Ford, Ombudsman, School Board, Pension Place, MP, MPP. Am I missing anyone? Anyways, I sent out an email saying, look, I need answers. I need my money. Repo man's going to come get my car. OPP still haven't followed up about the asshole fucking threatening me. You know, am I going back to work or not? So this needs to get sorted out. And I guess my next step is to put on the back of my panhandling sign. I want it to be less work for me as possible. But on the other side, I think I'm going to put, am I going back to work or not? And stand outside the school board. And when the OPP were at my door here in November, I said about protesting outside the school board. And they told me that, yeah, I could. I'm on the sidewalk, right? So, anyways, I know my rights. So, and I know my responsibilities. Everyone has rights and responsibilities. So, it's your responsibility to get back to me in those emails, and it's your responsibility to do your job. And if you don't do your job, then it's my right to go protest. And I will protest. So get this sorted the fuck out, okay? And people on ODSP, seniors, people on welfare need a fucking raise before you and your fucking unions, okay? Going to fucking flaunt the union in our face. You better make sure the union's working for you, because they ain't. Okay? Alright, I got shit to do, okay? Talk to you.
Alright guys, I got my vest underneath this, okay? And I'm getting ready to go to the fucking street, okay? Future golden girl right here. Government screwed me over, need money or gift cards, okay? See you soon. I think it looks good, doesn't it? Future golden girl. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. You know? I was trying to think of something with gift cards. Maybe I'll come back with something. Anyways, I got thank you for being a friend. Yeah, okay? Fucking right, baby. I'm going to be a heap of fun in the nursing home one day, ain't I? Alright, I'll talk to you soon, okay? I'm probably going to be heading out in the next little while, so, you know, I'll see you soon, okay? Bye! I'm just out begging for money at the drive-thru, okay? Somebody's coming through. Maybe I can't get some money.
Hi,
Hi, just got a mobile order for Jenna. Yeah.
Tough times, you know? Not getting anyone so far.
Yeah, can I get a cinnamon raisin bagel, toast with butter? And an extra large steamed tea with 2 milk, 2 sugar, please.
Okay, so large for seafood, so much sugar?
Yep.
Anything else?
No.
Alright.
Canada shit, eh? Okay, well that was my second car. I'm going to put the phone down because that could deter people, okay? Anyways, well, I got to shake what my mama and daddy gave me, okay? Bye. So it wasn't too long and the manager of Tim Hortons came out, told me to not stand at the speaker. So I said, well, I'll go to the sidewalk. And, you know, so I'm just across from the ordering place, way up on the fucking side. You know what I mean? So, anyways, yeah. Right, so I'm on the snowbank, okay? So I'm on the street. Anyways, I'll talk to you later, okay? Hey guys, I just got back from trying to panhandle and going to the food bank. I gotta fucking tell you guys, I did a live on the streets and it didn't get up in time, or I got shut off. I had an interaction with the police, okay, and I didn't do anything or go live until the police officer cruiser pulled up in front of me, okay? So, anyways, I just wanted to go live, let you guys know I was panhandling, okay? So, I didn't want to be on there long. I just got set up, you know, out there a few minutes after my first live. Tim Hortons came out and asked me to leave, and I said, okay, where would you like me to be? Like, I can be on the sidewalk, right? So, anyways, I got on the sidewalk, stood on the sidewalk. The snowbank was fucking high. So I had my sign. I got my fucking vest on in here, okay? I got my snow pants on. Fuck. Okay? But I want to wear this shirt because it comes into play with the officer. So, I moved. I'm on the snowbank, catching the traffic. I didn't say anything. You know what? I hate the fact I'm in my 40s and got no fucking money, honey. So, but I got no shame, like I said in this morning's video. Okay, I got no shame. So, I stood out there, quiet, okay? People pulling in. So, then an officer pulled in, went through the drive-thru, and stopped literally right beside me. I had my coat on, I had my fucking sign, right? Not doing a damn thing. Officer drives through the drive-thru, goes behind Tim Hortons. I didn't see him, and thought, okay, he's probably gone. So I'm standing there with my sign, not saying anything. Everybody, I'm not even asking, because I thought my sign speaks for itself, right? I got nothing left to say, right? So the officer, out of nowhere, but I wasn't surprised, pulls up in front of me in his cruiser. So when he pulled up in front of me, I put my Facebook Live on, and I had my phone down here, and I let him know I was going live with my followers, and I had my phone down here, and it should have been on Facebook Live, and after that, my phone was shut down after that, believe it or not. So, I went Facebook Live, not showing the officer, but down here, I went live. After the officer and I talked, and I'll get in more of that, I shut my phone off, went back to keeping on. I ended up taking off my jacket while the cop got in his car, okay? I was like this, and when the cop got out of his car, so the cop, I'll tell you more about the interaction, but when the cop got in the car, like fucking mic drop, yo, I whip off the old future fucking golden girl with my panhandling sign, bitches. Okay? Bitches. And when the officer left, I said, I just want you to know that I do this for you, and what's going on is not right. I hope you have a great day. And I waved at the officer, and I just got back to hold my fucking sign, baby. the officer pulled back into Tim Hortons, followed by paramedics. I was kind of wondered if they were going to, like, scoop me up, but I was quiet, right? So, interesting that the police showed up, right? Well, when I was on body cam with the OPP, they knew I was the livid lesbian, right? So, basically what happened with the officer. Pulls up in front of me. I'm going to be quick. I want to have a coffee and smoke a joint, yo. I didn't make any money. I wasn't there long enough. It was early in the morning, and I had to get my arse to the food bank, yo. Pitter patter, let's get at her. And I think next week when I'm waiting, I might go through your recycling bins, okay? So, I hate to do that, but I am Dumpster Dan, so I mean it, you know. So, anyways, you know, I'm going to be out in your recycling boxes, and sorry, not sorry, okay? At least it's me and not a criminal. Do you know what I mean, sweetheart? So, anyways, well, this meant the most to me. Was an older gentleman came up, and I had to kind of get up onto the snowbank after the officer had left. And he said, "What's your sign say?" And I said, "Well, basically I got no money. I have Crohn's and colitis, had a government job, and they couldn't meet my modifications, and now I'm on ODSP and, like, going to be living in a snowbank next month." And he said, "I'm so sorry." And I said, "You know what? If I don't make any money or get anything," I said, "I'm just getting the message out there." And he reached out his hand to me, and I couldn't quite reach it. And he said, "Thank you very much. You're brave." Fucking right, I'm brave, bitches. Bitches. So actually, I'm getting hot, right? I got fucking layers on because I've been panhandling and putting my shit in the fridge, and I just like to roll a fucking doobie, go smoke it, have a coffee. I'll be on in the next little while and let you know the more specifics of the officer. But he left again through the parking lot, and I waved, like, "Have a good day." Bye. Anyways, I'm gonna go get shit off. I'm so hot. Again, I'm the longest fucking goodbyer, okay? And I'm gonna get on here after and tell you what the interaction was with the officer while I was panhandling, yo, okay? Anyways, bye!